But the CNN host claps back and fact-checks Hakeem right to his face, showing him proof that the Democrats are in fact engaging in political terrorism.
As you know, Leader Jeffries, the White House and the Republicans, they are seizing on this clip, and I'll play it from your fellow top House Democrat Congresswoman Catherine Clark. Listen and watch this. This is what she said.
I mean, shutdowns are terrible. And of course, there will be, you know, families that are going to suffer. We take that responsibility very seriously. But it is one of the few leveraged times we have.
Republicans say this is an admission that Democrats are using the American people as political leverage during this shutdown. You want to respond?
Donald Trump is the president. Republicans control the House and the Senate. They've made the decision to shut down the government, and they are the ones who consistently have taken adverse actions, made clear that they want to hurt the American people during this shutdown that they've created, and they refuse to reopen the government because of their unwillingness to provide affordable health care to everyday Americans.
His knee-jerk reaction is to constantly repeat the same lie that only sounds good to Democrats who want to believe it's true. Donald Trump's the president. The Republicans control the House and the Senate. Therefore, this is their shutdown. The Democrats are being unapologetically clear that they're willing to destroy the lives of hardworking Americans just to get what they want. In a video I did just the other day of AOC and Bernie Sanders at a town hall, they were addressed by multiple people who told them the government shutdown was ruining their lives. And both AOC and Bernie Sanders responded to their real human problems by saying, we don't care at all. We want to win this battle against Donald Trump. But the folks over at CNBC who despise Hakeem Jeffries weren't willing to be so nice and call him out and destroy his claim that this is somehow a Republican shutdown.
I know that the Republicans control everything, but you know how the filibuster works, and God forbid Republicans, fold on the filibuster, because it'll be used, both parties will use it against the other. It's one of the last safeguards that make the Senate different than the House. And the only reason the Senate can't do it is purely because of Democrats. And you had one of your colleagues in the Senate say, this is the only leverage we have. People are going to get hurt. This is the only leverage we have to get what we want on health care. That's a bad look.
Yeah, this is not about leverage. And by the way, if the votes of Democratic senators are required, then of course there should be a bipartisan discussion about enacting a spending bill that is designed to actually make life better for the American people, lower the high cost of living in an environment where Donald Trump and Republicans promised that costs were going to go down on day one. Costs aren't going down. Inflation is moving in the wrong direction. The Trump tariffs are causing thousands of dollars of additional expense on everyday Americans. Grocery costs have gone up, housing costs are going up, electricity bills are through the roof, and now people are tens of millions of people are facing dramatically increased health care premiums, in some instances $1,000 or $2,000 more per month. These are working class people. This is unaffordable, and of course it's a crisis that is before us right now.
But what changed from when the Democrats said we will not negotiate when the government is shut down on health care? Not now, reopen the government, then we'll negotiate. That happened in 2013. What happened, what changed since then to where we are now, where you can use a government shutdown to extract concessions from Republicans?
We are not using a government shutdown to extract any concessions.
I mean, Walmart Obama lies as easily as he breathes. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're enjoying Hakeem humiliating himself. But in the face of video evidence of his colleagues saying this is the only leverage we have, he says we're not using it as leverage to extract concessions, but then says if the Republicans need the votes of Democrats, we're going to need concessions. But then also claims this is purely a Republican shutdown and Democrats have nothing to do with it. This guy can't get his story straight and has no consistent logic, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't care. His goal isn't to go on these TV programs and say anything meaningful or honest. It's to push his preferred narrative no matter what and avoid answering any straightforward questions. At the end of that clip, the host mentioned in 2013, the Democrats refused to negotiate healthcare with Republicans until the government was reopened. And the Republicans reopened the government. But now that it's happening in reverse, the Democrats don't want to play fair and by the rules of democracy. But the Republicans have a fantastic trick up their sleeve to combat the Democrats' perceived leverage, which is to put forth individual bills to pay workers, to fund programs, which will force Democrats to vote against all these attempts to help people and give them what they need, and really highlight to Americans that it is Democrats and their pettiness that is causing the American people all this pain.